Next speaker, Honorable Member Beeran. You have allotted 3 minutes time.
Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. Sir, this is a legislative process by which 4 laws have been repealed and put into one. Sir, we are known to be a very welcoming country. Sir, this law will have an impact and repercussion at the international level because this impacts the foreign citizens who want to travel to our country. Sir, we all know that people come to India for various purposes. Now, sir, the medical purposes, the medical tourism, there are a lot of fine hospitals, there are a lot of pharmaceutical companies over here, so people come over for medical purposes. Yes. In my state, people come over for Ayurvedic treatment in Kottakkal over there. There are people who come for education, very fine universities. There are people who come for religious tourism. So these kind of huge influx of foreign travelers are there to India, sir. Now, this particular law actually impacts the foreigners who comes to India. So we'll have to examine this law in this context. Now, sir, when you broadly examine this law, there can only be one term which can be described for this particular law, which is, this is a snooper's paradise. Now, sir, the moment a person comes to India, lands in India, until the time he goes back to his own country, he is being snooped everywhere. Now, sir, in foreign countries, sir, we know getting visas, going to a foreign country is all cumbersome, sir. But when you are inside the country, sir, then you are free to move about in the country. Here, sir, you are inside the country, even inside the country, you will be snooped and you will be tracked everywhere, sir. Now, sir, clauses 7, 8, 9 and 10 of this particular bill, sir. This clause 7 says the central government has got the power to restrict foreigners, their entry and movement. Now, this is a very broad thing, sir. They have not specified as to what they want to do. These are broad powers actually restricting movement and imposing medical exams which will violate privacy, sir. This violates privacy and the liberty, sir. This is Article 21 violation. This particular clause actually is unconstitutional, sir. Yeah. Because Article 21 applies to foreign citizens also. Now, sir, there are burdensome compliances which everyone has to do. If a person is going to the hospital, then the hospital authorities has to report. If a person is going to a hotel has to report. So all these cumbersome procedures are there in this particular bill, sir. Now, sir, there are 6 or 7 small points, sir. Now, denial of entry can be on very, very vague grounds, sir. Very huge powers are given to the immigration officer, sir. Yes. Uncanalized, unbridled powers are given to the immigration officer. Once immigration officer takes a particular stand or a decision, there is no appellate power, sir. There is no appellate body. As Jayaji rightly mentioned, there has to be a tribunal, there has to be an appellate body against the orders of the immigration officer. Yes. Now, sir, there is no warrant required for arresting a foreigner who is in India. For what grounds, sir? For very, very vague grounds, sir. Now, sir, reporting obligation, sir. That and another clause which is very, very strange is an association clause. Just half a minute, sir. 1 minute. Association clause, sir. If a foreigner is associated with a particular association, then he can be deported on that ground, sir. Now, sir, the bill violates all the fundamental rights, sir, by saying that they can be deported without following the due process of law. They can just be caught and deported, sir. Now, it lacks a judicial oversight and it lacks transparency, sir. And there is an overreach of executive power, sir. This executive power overreach, sir, is going to kill this particular bill, sir. And this is going to be tested in the court of law. Once it is tested in the court of law, I am sure that there is violation of Article 14 and Article 21, which are directly applicable to foreign citizens. Therefore, these suggestions should be incorporated. This should be referred to a select committee or a standing committee. That's all I have to say, sir. Thank you.
Next speaker.